Basically, I sprained my ankle, tore the ligament, bruised everything, tore the other side of it. So guys, I'm in the hospital. I had an accident.
Examine him, and we're determining whether he's going to be fit to box. If he's not well enough, then obviously he won't fight, but we don't know what the outcome is yet.
Paul has sent shockwaves through the boxing community after suffering an unexpected injury just days before his matchup with Anthony Joshua. Fans and analysts are stunned. How could a fighter of his level be forced out so close to the event? The timing couldn't be worse. The pressure couldn't be higher. Now the big question looms: can Paul bounce back in time, or is this blockbuster fight about to fall apart?
Couldn't walk, was on crutches, missed about 2 weeks of sparring. That was good enough to go in there, but I definitely felt that my cardio was affected, but I think I healed my ankle.
Jake Paul's withdrawal from the fight with Anthony Joshua has set the internet on fire. Social media is roasting him relentlessly, with many accusing him of ducking AJ after announcing the injury so close to the event. Eddie Hearn's irritation has only intensified the backlash. With massive money at stake, fans are now wondering whether Paul truly has the guts to return to the ring.
To pull out with all the money that's been spent and for squeaky bum time is not the way forward. And I think Jake Paul's game.
Jake Paul couldn't have picked a worse moment to get hurt in sparring, and the internet isn't letting him forget it. Fans are tearing into him, accusing him of ducking Anthony Joshua at the last minute. Johnny Nelson is demanding explanations, and honestly, it's hard to blame him. Jake's image is taking a nosedive, his reputation is hanging by a thread, and the boxing world is reveling in the chaos surrounding his latest setback.
Unfortunately, there needs to be an inquiry straight after this. Why, what? But that's what I'm hearing. This news is as fresh to me as it is you. I'm quite sure when this goes out, it'll be all over the place.
Andy Lee's remarks have only intensified the backlash surrounding Jake Paul. While injuries are a normal part of boxing, the timing has fueled a wave of skepticism online. Fans are dragging Paul harder than ever, mocking him and suggesting he's hiding behind the injury. What was meant to be a massive showdown with AJ has now spiraled into a media circus, leaving Paul portrayed by critics as unprepared and the situation as downright embarrassing.
And he doesn't understand what the business means to us. So, again, this is not something that we do often, but we're not fucking around here because, see you mate, well done.
Anthony Joshua's response has dealt another blow to Jake Paul's image. After withdrawing because of a sparring injury, Paul is being ridiculed online, with critics saying he backed out when faced with a true test. Social media is tearing him apart, and AJ's comments have only intensified the narrative. To many fans, this moment feels like the difference between entertainment boxing and the real thing, and they are portraying Paul as unprepared, overwhelmed, and completely out of his depth.
Fight this guy. If I'm fighting that guy, I'm gonna fight that guy. There's none of this dodge him or dodge that. That's none of my business.
Spencer Brown's behind-the-scenes reaction highlights just how chaotic things have become around Jake Paul. Fans are piling on, mocking the situation and claiming the perfectly timed injury threw the whole AJ matchup into turmoil. With calls flying in and the team scrambling, Paul's absence has only fueled criticism. The buzz surrounding him feels shakier than ever, while AJ's standing continues to rise as Paul faces growing skepticism from the boxing community.
We knew half an hour ago. You probably noticed I've been on the phone running back and forth.
Johnny Nelson's comments have added even more speculation to the situation, making Jake Paul's withdrawal look increasingly messy. Whether the issue comes down to timing, pressure, or simple bad luck, the injury has turned into a PR disaster. Fans are flooding social media with criticism, mocking Paul and questioning his readiness for a showdown with AJ. What was supposed to elevate his profile has instead created a wave of ridicule, leaving Paul facing one of the most damaging moments of his boxing career.
We don't know about that. Really, really rattled him for him to think of and plan doing something like that.
Charlemagne's comments suggest there may be more going on behind the scenes, and the speculation isn't helping Jake Paul's situation. With rumors swirling about whether he genuinely planned to face Anthony Joshua, fans are tearing into him online, accusing him of being hesitant and opportunistic. What should have been a simple injury update has turned into a full-on reputation crisis, with critics saying the moment is becoming a defining setback in his career. Every explanation he offers seems to add to the belief that the hype around him outweighs the substance. Even boxing insiders are openly questioning whether he's truly ready to stand across from a champion like AJ. And this growing speculation leads directly into the frustration voiced by the next commentator.
I'm just saying, if the rumors are true, you know what I mean? If the rumors are true, because that's what I was told, and you know, I heard they were just looking for a reason to part ways.
YB Patreon's comments hit hard, adding even more pressure to an already messy situation for Jake Paul. His injury announcement is being torn apart online, with fans insisting they're tired of the excuses and calling the timing unprofessional. Tying back to Charlemagne's earlier point, the circulating rumors about Paul hesitating to face AJ are gaining more traction among critics. Paul's public image is taking a major hit, with the once loud hype surrounding him dissolving into memes, mockery, and endless debate. The boxing world is buzzing, and many viewers feel Jake is finally being forced to confront the gap between showmanship and real competition. All of this turmoil leads directly into Frank Warren's more measured take on whether Jake will even be ready or able to step into the ring.
I don't like that. People schedule fights and then they pull out, oh, I was injured. Well, if you was injured, you won't be injured in...
Frank Warren lays out the stark reality. Jake Paul's next steps now depend entirely on his medical evaluation. If he's ruled unfit, the showdown with AJ could be off entirely. This connects directly to the rumors Charlemagne raised and the scrutiny YB Patreon highlighted. Every aspect of Paul's timing and explanation is being examined under a microscope. Fans and insiders are relentless, mocking the situation and questioning his readiness. As uncertainty grows, Paul works to manage the fallout, while the boxing world is already speculating on how Anthony Joshua could turn this chaos into a defining moment, making it one of the most talked about controversies in recent boxing.
And we're determining whether he's going to be fit to box. If he's not well enough, then obviously he won't fight, but we don't know what the outcome is yet.
Johnny Nelson doesn't mince words, suggesting Jake Paul may be prioritizing money over taking on a real challenge. Building on the points from Frank Warren and YB Patreon, it's easy to see why some view Paul's injury as poorly timed or convenient. Fans are ruthless online, mocking the hype surrounding him and questioning whether he's ready to face a genuine boxer like AJ. If Paul withdraws now, it could mark a major turning point in how his career is remembered, not for his fights, but for the memes, criticism, and doubts over whether he was ever prepared to face a true champion.
Himself might be cashing out because the big purses that he's pulling, you know, fighting these has-beens or ex-fighters, you know, they're dropping slowly but surely. So maybe, just maybe, this might be his last fight, getting in there with Anthony Joshua and getting knocked out.
Frank Warren doesn't hold back, describing Jake Paul's situation as a full-blown spectacle. Calling it a car crash captures the chaos perfectly. Fans are glued to every update, watching the drama unfold while Anthony Joshua remains steady and patient. Reflecting on Logan Paul's earlier shock, the storyline is clear. Jake is struggling under the spotlight, and the timing of his injury only adds to the scrutiny. The hype around him is fading, replaced by relentless commentary and online ridicule. Frank's blunt take highlights that boxing is more than just showmanship. It exposes the pressure and vulnerabilities that come with overhyped fighters. Jake Paul's situation has turned the AJ fight into a high-drama event, and the world can't look away.
I was the first person to see it, and I was like, dude, fuck, bro, this is wild. I can't believe this is happening. I immediately felt really bad for Jake.
Frank Warren is blunt about the situation, calling Jake Paul's latest troubles nothing short of a spectacle. The term car crash seems to capture the chaos perfectly. Fans are hanging on every update, watching as the story unfolds while Anthony Joshua stays composed and patient. Looking back at Logan Paul's earlier shock, the pattern is clear. Jake is struggling under the pressure, and the timing of his injury only adds to the scrutiny. The hype that once surrounded him is fading, replaced by constant online commentary and mockery. Frank's candid view highlights that boxing is more than just entertainment. It exposes the cracks in fighters who rely heavily on hype. What should have been a major showdown has turned into a high-drama event, and the world is watching every twist and turn.
Do it or not, this is a car crash, and people will watch it because that's what people do at car crashes. That's what this is.
Duke McKenzie cuts through the chaos with clear perspective. While Jake Paul's actions have created a stir, the sport itself remains untarnished, echoing Frank Warren's car crash analogy. Paul's withdrawal has generated entertainment-fueled chaos, not a reflection on boxing as a whole. Fans continue weighing in online, scrutinizing his timing and preparedness, while Anthony Joshua maintains his professional composure. The situation highlights the contrast between hype and true competition. All of this sets the stage for Carl Froch, whose analysis lays bare why Paul still seems far from ready to face a fighter of Joshua's caliber.
See, there's any harm in it. It doesn't bring the sport into disrepute in any way. This is the show business world that we live in. There's the fight game and then there's the fight business. And from the business perspective, that's probably just sold another 1 million tickets worldwide to people to watch this fight because they're going to watch it.
So you're saying this is exactly what was needed?
Exactly.
The Jake Paul saga reaches a chaotic, meme-filled peak. Following his sparring injury and withdrawal from the Anthony Joshua fight, social media erupted with commentary and memes. Pundits, from Logan Paul's shocked reaction to Carl Froch's analysis, have highlighted the challenges Paul now faces under the spotlight. Fans are weighing in online, questioning his readiness and debating whether he can truly compete at the level of a seasoned champion. Meanwhile, Anthony Joshua remains composed and prepared, demonstrating the difference between hype and proven skill. This isn't just a cancelled fight, it's a moment that underscores the importance of credibility, preparation, and experience in boxing. The conversation is open to fans. Can Jake Paul bounce back from this PR setback, or has the era of hype reached its limit?
This is a one-round job, because AJ, even though he's past his best, even though he's seen better days, he throws a nice 1-2 down the middle, he's got a nice bit of distance, and fake Paul can't fight. He just can't. I don't care what anybody tells me. He can't fucking fight. He lost to Tommy Fury, for crying out loud.
The Jake Paul saga has reached a chaotic, meme-fueled peak. After announcing a sparring injury and withdrawing from the Anthony Joshua fight, social media erupted with reactions and commentary. Analysts, from Logan Paul's surprised response to Carl Froch's critical breakdown, have highlighted the challenges Paul faces under intense scrutiny. Fans have flooded online platforms with memes and debates, questioning his readiness to face a seasoned champion. Meanwhile, Anthony Joshua remains composed, demonstrating the difference between hype and proven skill. This isn't just a cancelled fight, it's a moment that underscores the importance of preparation, credibility, and experience in the ring. Boxing fans, the question is now yours. Can Jake Paul recover from this setback, or has the era of hype come to an end? Could he ever face AJ again without intense scrutiny? Share your thoughts and reactions.